welcome back to Sharp PR Bites, the podcast where we slice through the complexities of PR to serve you bite-sized insight. I'm AJ Sharp, founder of Sharp, the PR and communications agency. We are really leading the way for food and drink, but really, this podcast is there's something here for everyone who's looking to enhance their reputation or their brand awareness. So each week, we've got a new podcast and we're here to empower you with insider tips and expert strategies. So welcome back and welcome to Claire Hernandez, one of our senior account managers. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
So Claire, this is an on-the-spot test I'm going to give you. I've got a glossary here of PR terms, and the process of demystifying PR, I would like you to just, in a line or two, tell me what each element is.
Okay, go for it.
And what would you say PR is?
PR is about the process of raising brand awareness and building a reputation.
Excellent. That is textbook. Amazing. What is media relations?
Media relations is really the communications that you have with those media. So whether that's through newspapers, magazines, online, radio, all of those kind of outlets.
Yeah, so it's talking to those journalists, isn't it? Yeah, perfect. What is a press release?
So a press release is a sort of more formal piece of news, if you like, that is usually put together by the PR team and the client together. It's sort of a piece that's been signed off so that everyone's happy with it going out to the media.
Yeah, perfect. What is a pitch?
So a pitch is something that we are basically giving a sort of little roundup of what the client or the product is to that journalist. So we'll be making sure that all of that sort of key messaging that we want to get across for the client is getting through in that pitch, which is usually done by email or by chatting to them on the phone, or in person if we're lucky enough to have a coffee with them.
Brilliant. What is a media kit, sometimes called a press pack?
So a media kit is everything that's required. So it might be press release, images, all of the information that journalist might need.
Brilliant. Crisis communication.
Oh, it makes my skin prickle a little bit. So crisis communications is really when we're having to sort of dive in and help in a situation. It might be that a food product has been recalled because of an allergy has been found within it. And it's really about managing that situation. Thankfully, it's something we don't often have to deal with, but it's just something that we are here to help manage the reputation of the brand if required.
Yeah, and in the instance you've just given where there would be an allergen found in the product, actually it's getting the information out there to make sure that nobody gets hurt, isn't it?
Yeah, and in these situations, honesty is always the best policy. So we always advise our clients just to be honest and upfront and to deal with it head on.
And apologise quickly. There is no shame in making an apology.
Yeah, we're all human after all.
Yeah. A stakeholder.
So a stakeholder is really somebody that's investing within a business, and that can be a bank, it could be an individual, anyone that's got sort of a piece of the pie, if you like.
Yeah. Probably not relevant, I suppose, to some of our smaller businesses, but as you get bigger, you're more likely to have investors and VCs and...
Yeah, and as we're finding, that's a really important part of helping them to grow. Stakeholders can be very important.
A key message.
A key message is really just a little bit of information that we are communicating about a product or a brand. And the thing with key messages is to make sure that we're being consistent with those. There's usually sort of only 3 or 4 key messages that we really want to get across, and that might be that it's a product that's suitable for a certain person or it's found in a certain shop. These key messages are really important in helping to get the message across and also ensuring that the consumer knows where to find these things and whether they're relevant to them.
A brand ambassador.
So a brand ambassador really is just somebody that helps represent that brand. And it's usually somebody that sort of encompasses a lot of those qualities that they want to associate themselves with. So it could be an influencer, it could be anyone really that's just...
Celebrity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Social media management.
Social media, I think we're all familiar with social media. And today it's absolutely vital if you are looking to grow your brand and build awareness. It's one of the things that we offer here actually, is to manage your social media, and that includes sort of creating content, responding to sort of queries, community management, influencer engagement, that kind of thing.
It really works hand in hand, doesn't it, with PR?
Yeah, absolutely. And the crucial thing with PR is to make sure that you've got all of these things working together and making sure that you're leveraging that PR as well on your social media.
Yeah, brilliant. Publicity.
Publicity is raising that awareness within the general public. So that can be applied across many different platforms and forms.
A spokesperson.
A spokesperson is somebody that will be happy to speak on behalf of a client or a product or an event. It might be that that person is the founder of the company, or it might be that it's somebody that's been involved with the process, but it's somebody that is usually happy to be put forward to the media. They're happy to do interviews. They're happy to have their name included and use quotes and that kind of thing.
B2B.
B2B really just means business to business. So it's sort of you're talking to the trade.
Great. And B2C?
And B2C is obviously talking to the consumer. So these are sort of terms that we use quite a lot because in PR we're often talking to the trade and to the consumer. And obviously we have to use different messaging. We're talking to different types of people and we've got different objectives behind those. So it's important to know whether you're talking to trade or consumer.
Yeah, which brings me on to industry terminology.
Yeah, industry terminology. It really is just dependent on the industry that you're in, to be honest.
Yeah, there's jargon for each different sector, isn't there?
Yeah.
CSR, corporate social responsibility.
So this is something that I think a lot of companies are thinking a lot more about these days. We work with so many brilliant clients that this is really sort of top of their priorities, and that can be in the form of sustainability or making sure that they're giving back somehow, reducing waste, just having a look at the impact that your business as a whole is having.
Yeah, brilliant. Two more, influencer marketing.
Influencer marketing is something that we are quite heavily involved with here in Sharp. So I think we've all kind of been scrolling through media before now, and we've seen somebody visiting somewhere or using a product, and it's just a fantastic way of raising awareness. It's really big business now, and it's really important that you're reaching, if you do want to do influencer marketing, that you're reaching the right kind of influencers, making sure that you know who your audience is.
Yeah, brilliant. And it's not just social media, isn't it? It's across the whole industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the last one, analytics, my personal favourite.
Analytics. It's really important to us, actually, to make sure that what we are delivering is actually making an impact. And there's various ways that we can test what we're doing and whether it's making impact in terms of how much coverage is out there, how many mentions are within the media, and having a look at whether that's actually meeting the objectives of the business. You know, has that resulted in retail listings? Has it resulted in more sales? So that's really important to make sure that what we're doing is actually having the impact.
That is brilliant. I would just like to say a huge kudos to Claire here, because she's just done that entire list, which I had just printed off, never showed it to her, and she's just done the whole list without skipping a beat. So that's awesome. So thank you so much for listening. I hope the glossary has really helped you there to understand PR a little bit better. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
I hope you found our insights valuable and entertaining. If you enjoyed the episode and want to stay in the loop, all things PR, please ensure you subscribe to the podcast, and your feedback means the world to us. So please take a minute to leave us a little comment or rate us and connect with us on social media at Sharp Relations. Tag us, share your takeaways, and you can also email us on hello@sharprelations.com. And lastly, a big thank you to the Sharp PR team for making this podcast possible. Until this time next week, this is AJ Sharp signing off. Stay sharp, stay savvy, and keep making waves in your industry. See you on the next episode.